What's India's real superpower? Is it our economy? Our technology? Well, what if I told you our most profound source of power is something else entirely? From the outside, our diversity can look, well, pretty complex, maybe even a little chaotic. But for us, it's the very heart of our identity. Let's dive into why.
Right off the bat, let's get one thing crystal clear. This idea that our diversity is some kind of weakness, no way. It is, without a doubt, our greatest strength. This beautiful, complex mix is what truly makes India, India. You know, the rest of the world often looks at us. They see our incredible tapestry of faiths, our thousands of dialects, our countless traditions, and they scratch their heads and ask, how on earth does all of that work? To really understand this unique strength, you don't need a textbook. Just go to a place like Ahmedabad's Manek Chowk. Think about it for a second. You'll hear someone bargaining in Gujarati right next to someone enjoying a South Indian Dosa, while a group of friends are chatting away in a Punjabi dialect. It's all of India, all happening at once, in one single place. So what outsiders might see as a confusing, chaotic puzzle, we recognize as the very soul of our nation. This vibrant mix isn't a problem we need to solve. It's the very essence of who we are. Okay, to make this feel a bit more real, let's zoom in on a personal story. Because this isn't just some abstract theory, right? It plays out in our lives every single day, and Devendra's experience is a perfect example of this.
All right, so meet Devendra. He's 24, he's from Ahmedabad, and he found himself on this really high-stakes international project. A lot of pressure. And his team, it was basically India in a conference room. He had this brilliant engineer from Kerala, a super creative designer from Bengal, and a really calm and collected marketing expert from Kashmir. Now, Devendra's first thought, he was worried. I mean, you can kind of see why, right? He was thinking, how are we going to get on the same page with all our different languages, our backgrounds, our ways of thinking? Is this just going to cause problems? And as it always happens, they hit a wall. A huge roadblock. The project just stalled, the client was getting nervous, and that's when something really amazing happened. This is where their differences became their superpower. Seriously, each person tapped into their unique cultural strengths. The engineer from Kerala? He just applied pure, unshakable logic and found the technical flaw. The designer from Bengal? She used her artistic flair to come up with a totally innovative way to present the solution. And the expert from Kashmir? He drew on this deep well of patience and just calmly handled the anxious client. And that was the big aha moment for Devendra. He realized, if everyone on this team was just like me, another Ahmedabadi, we'd all be thinking the same way. We never would have found such a creative, well-rounded solution. Their different perspectives weren't a bug. They were the entire feature. You see, Devendra's story isn't just about one project. It's a perfect snapshot of a national principle. It's about the incredible power that's just built into our diversity.
We've all heard the phrase unity in diversity a million times, right? Vividhata mein ekta. But we have to stop seeing it as just a slogan from a school textbook. It's the living, breathing soul of India. It's like our core operating system.
And hey, this isn't just a feel-good idea. It gives us real, tangible advantages. When you mix cultures, you naturally build respect and tolerance. You get this explosion of innovation and creativity because different people are tackling problems from different angles. It makes our whole society more inclusive and way more resilient. And maybe the best part? We get to constantly learn and grow from each other. So the bottom line is this. Our differences are a strategic advantage. They make us more creative in how we solve problems and way more adaptive in a world that's always changing because we've got this huge pool of ideas and experiences to pull from. Okay, so this brings us to what I think is the most important part of this whole discussion. Knowing all this is one thing, but acting on it, that's what really matters. And this is about your role, your personal responsibility to protect and strengthen this.
So, to every student watching this, especially all your young people in Ahmedabad, the message is simple and direct. Be the change and bring the change. You are the guardians of this legacy.
So what does that change actually look like? Well, it's a simple but really powerful shift in your perspective. It's about stopping yourself when you think a different custom or language or festival is strange or ajeeb, and instead consciously choosing to see it as unique or anoka, as a special, valuable piece of our shared culture. I absolutely love this metaphor because it just nails the idea perfectly. A garden is beautiful because it has flowers of all different colors and shapes and sizes. A field with just one kind of flower? That's not a garden, that's a nursery. We, as a nation, are a garden, not a nursery.
So the big question is, how do we actively tend to this garden? How can we, as individuals, actually work to increase and strengthen our unity? All right, here are 4 really practical steps anybody can take starting today. First, just be curious. Make an effort to learn a few words in another Indian language. It's fun. Second, travel our country. Seriously, nothing opens your mind like actually seeing the incredible diversity from north to south, east to west. Third, and this one is crucial, make a personal commitment to be free from prejudice. Judge people for who they are, for their character, not based on some lazy stereotype. And fourth, take pride in it. When you meet people from other countries, talk about our diversity as our unique soft power. It's our incredible ability to influence the world through our culture, and it's one of our greatest assets.
So let's end on this powerful idea. Being different isn't a bug in the system. It's not a flaw to be fixed. It is the very design that gives India its greatest strength. And I'll leave you with this question to think about. Think of a friend you have from another state. Has there ever been a moment, maybe a small one like Devendra had, where their unique way of looking at things helped you see something in a completely new light? Think about it. Thanks for joining me for this.
एक कदम विकसित भारत की ओर।